Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the markets. Currently 4:13, Monday, August 10th, 2020. Looking at this EQ breaking up from 10 all the way up to almost 15. Made a nice move on a 1 minute chart. Interesting day. Good to be back after last week at a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of terribleness, and then Thursday I was able to bounce back pretty good from being down, and then Friday I got a green day, and then I had my tracker looked at over the weekend, and I got some pretty harsh feedback from what I was doing, and it was totally obvious what I was doing. This isn't to take away from the trades missed that I was trying to get into that really worked. The inflection points that really worked, and those things are the ones that's really making me frustrated in doing these stupid trades because I'm missing the really good ones. I'm just not getting the fill. I'm seeing the price action. My pipes are full. All the above. I have a screenshot I'll show you in a second of a trade that I tried getting in. There was another trade earlier on NKLA I tried getting in, and it jumped me. I didn't even see prints at the level. The chart was way ahead of the prints, and who knows? I don't know if it's TradeStation. I know I have 500 megabits per second down and 20 up, and I test it every day, and it's functioning. I mean, everything's working. It's just when all that data flows through, it's just super slow. I was able to have a pretty good day. I only took 2 trades. So let's talk about the bad one, which is this Foot Locker. Good old Foot Locker, right? Everyone's watching The Last Dance. Reminds me of Michael Jordan getting some of those shoes, you know? It's got to be the shoes. So the break of the 30 level, I tried getting in here. Right at this candle. It was a 2-minute candle, but it was trying to break the 30, and I got in. It didn't seem to work right away, so I got out. That's what I learned from my tracker, my trade tracker, and I wasn't being defensive enough on my trade, so I just say, you know what, it didn't go, forget it, I'm out. So look what happened. It came off the 30 level and eventually came all the way back down to the 29 level. So I'm glad I got out, right? So that was a good miss for a $26 loss. You can see it up here. The most active trader or stock, I should say, was in the morning was this MCRB. Had a nice trade on it today. Didn't take full advantage, of course. It seems to be a factor, but I did put my rule into effect. What's happening lately is if price is coming up to the level I want, especially on these whippy guys, don't take it. Don't take the first hit. And you can see here on this candle here, it tried to go through 20. 20 was the level I wanted. And it went through 20, it got to the 2029 level. It pulled back, and I was like, okay, if it goes back up through 20, I'm trading it. And look what happened. It went through 20 and did not look back while I was in the trade. I mean, it just flew. I took some off at 22. Give me a second. Okay, so my best sell was 29.93, which is right about here. Okay, so what's above it? We have the 20s, we have some of the 30s. I mean, this thing just kept going. So what happened was I was in a halt, and I stayed in the halt. I think it was the first halt. I can't remember if it was the first halt or second halt, where I was like, okay, I'm in the money. This one's not. And then last week, if you remember, I got in a halt and it went against me right away. This one actually moved up, and I took some off the table, and then turned. It turned hard. It was coming back down. I had 50 shares left. Remember, I only traded this was like 300 shares, and I'm like, you know what? This last 50, it was coming down to almost my entry. It was like $20 entry. It was at like 20.50 or so, and I bailed. Right then, it went to 20.22 or so. On this particular candle, I believe on this candle here, or was it? It had to be this candle, and then just crushed to the north side. It took it took another 2 more halts all the way up here, and eventually got to the 33 level, and then it halted all the way down. And you could have gotten out or made some trades in between here, but I mean, if it didn't come that close, let's say it was just at like 21, I wouldn't have sold it. But it came down, like, it was coming into the 20s. I thought I was just going to do one of those things where it just rug pulls and drops pretty hard. And I was playing defensive today, so I got out. I got completely out, and I missed the bigger move. I did miss a couple guys. Hang on a second, let me see something. I did miss SRNE through 16 here. Actually, it was the break of the high of day, which was happening here. So it was 1585, and then it didn't get there. It didn't get there, and then it got through here on the 1585 break, and it went all the way up to 1930 or something like that, 1939. But check this out. I have this screenshot. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, so I was trying to trade the 19 level late in the afternoon. And this is what I'm seeing a lot of. And I show this in videos. And I show it to my mentor, who I send him videos all the time and screenshots of what I'm seeing on TradeStation. And these particular moments are the biggest moments in the stock because there's a lot of trades going on at one particular price. And that's at the 19 level. And you can see here on the NASDAQ, there was 107,000, 35,000 on EdgeX, and only 300 on NASDAQ at the 1899 level, right? And here's the prints at 1899, 1898. Here's the 2-minute chart showing 19. But now what? We got 1904, and on the matrix, we have 1903. That gray area is the last price printed. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to differentiate? Where should I be? I mean, I know I'm supposed to be looking at the prints. That's where the trades are actually coming through. And one chart's ahead of this chart, and I know this is a screenshot, so it's real fast. But I need to be able to see this stuff, and that's what's really hitting me. And this is just an example of what I'm seeing, like I saw on NKLA and a couple other trades today and in the past. I know it's not going to be easy. It's, there's always going to be situations to be had, but this is happening all too often, and these are the trades that work, and they work pretty well. This one went up about 40 cents, but I missed it, and it had a little pain. I think it came back in the 90s, but still, I wasn't getting in it after the fact. So these are things I'm going to keep an eye out for, and let me know if you guys see anything like that when your pipes are full, or when you're trying to get in a trade that's getting a lot of volume. How you're gonna handle it. So that pretty much sums up the day. Ended up in the green side of 263 at the end of the day between those two trades, and a couple other minor losses and wins. Nothing really to report. Stocks like Tesla were down. Apple. I mean, the NASDAQ did rally. It was down pretty good. The value stocks are getting a little bit more love lately, so we'll see what happens the rest of the week. I plan on taking it easy in a sense of risk and playing defensive mode first. If trade doesn't work, I'm getting out and move on. That's all I can really do. I'm going to probably take a lot less trades, that's for sure. So you guys have a good one, and I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good one.